we're here with this fabulous, beautiful lady. Can you please tell us where you're from, what you do in this crazy city?
Sure. My name is Sedna Fiati. I am a self-identified queer femme of color. I'm an actor, singer, producer, activist. I do a lot of my work with the R3 Collective, as well as my own independent stuff. Yeah, I was born and raised in Toronto. My mom is from Trinidad and my dad is from Ghana, and yeah, that's me.
All right. In terms of Toronto, I guess what does the R3 Collective do? What do you feel like your main stuff is?
Oh, for sure. We are a collective of queer identified folks of color and white allies, and we do work around decolonization and anti-oppression, using art to bring light to these issues, using art to raise funds for initiative, and using art just to heal ourselves.
Beautiful. We're on the healing tip too.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Most def. How does that actually look like, sound like, taste like? Like, give me some a feeling of what you do.
For sure. Well, we put together a lot of shows.
Okay.
First of all, one of the members, Rosina Kazi of Lagal, she has her own space that she calls Unit 2, which is like a loft performance space where we meet, where we rehearse, where we put on parties, or we'll put on fundraisers like we're doing right now. We talk a lot. We get along really well, and we feel really good about that because a lot of us have been in spaces that have been not so great, and so to come together with other folks, queer activists, and really welcoming, warm, supportive space is huge. So yeah, I think that's what we do in a nutshell.
Straight up.
There's a lot of meetings, then there's a lot of emails, a lot of texts, and then also a lot of love going back and forth too. So yeah.
One last question. As a fierce woman of color artist in Toronto, what is this city like? What are issues of racism, of ableism? Is this like a big metropolitan? Would you say how it compares to U.S. or what I call America KKK?
So funny you should mention that. I was just at the FEM conference in Baltimore. I just came back from the FEM conference in Baltimore. I loved it. It's a great city out there, and just to see the differences. Things are not perfect here. I'm going to say that. There's still a lot of the isms that are available, but dare I say things are a little bit better. There's definitely space for us to be, and I feel like at the FEM conference last week, Toronto was really representing really well, and people were kind of like, what's in the water up there? Like, why are there so many fierce femmes? And I think maybe it's just we have a little bit more space to be ourselves, and a little bit more affirmation of our identity and stuff. So, yeah. But all the same issues of racism are all there, all the ableism and all that, and we just have to work for them. I feel like things are changing though in the world, like dare I say spiritually even. There's a real awakening and a space for us to call out things like white supremacy, and call out patriarchy, and call out a lot of the oppressions that exist, and people are listening, even just a little bit. People are listening, you know what I mean? And the work, it isn't always easy. There are some grants, they aren't easy to get, but at least they're there. There's always this thing back and forth of whether we should bother with them, whether we should just continue to do our self-sustaining work. I'm okay with the grants. A lot of times we do have to water down our language because it's too political, but they kind of get it, right? So yeah, I don't know,
It's a great one. What's tonight? What's it called, and what are you doing?
Tonight is Rhythms of Resistance, which is a fundraiser for the Toronto Rape Crisis Center, Multicultural Unit Against Rape. They are a grassroots collective using education, support, advocacy, and activism for victims of sexual violence, and they've been doing it for 38 years.
For Poor News Network, reporting live from Toronto. That's PNN, not CNN, people. Can you guys tell me your name? It's any one of you.
Diversity Dance Company.
One more time.
Onana Diversity Dance Company. My name is Jelani.
I'm Kamari.
Cian.
All right. Can you tell me what you guys do? What is the Ilnana Dance Company about?
Ilnana Diversity Dance Company is a queer-positive, multiracial dance company that embraces difference as strength. What we do is we offer both accessible dance education to marginalized communities, including the LGBTIQ+2S community, people of color, people of varying body types, backgrounds, and abilities and body sizes. And our aim is also to change the dance stage and put a lot more of those stories on stage, including our own, because we are of some of those communities as well.
Beautiful. Any other things you want to add to that?
We're just really happy and honored to be here, to be to support. This is why we do what we do, to be able to share our art in spaces that need it, that help us to grow and that we help to grow. So it's a really amazing experience.
Your work is really decolonizing around issues of race and everything. For me, just to watch you as a dancer myself and someone who really was houseless for a lot of years and never thought I could even dance, it just was like free liberation is what it seems and feels. And I don't know if you want to speak on how you think that gets supported in Toronto versus the States. I don't know if you know anything about.
In terms of Toronto itself, I think there is a great community of people here, the queer people of color community who like hold us down and have like given us a home to grow and to like figure out who we were and like how to present that and feel confidence in that. So we have people behind us supporting us, and so we are in the process of working with the Toronto dance community as well as other performing arts communities to change, not to change, to give them another alternative of what like healthy performing arts can look like and what stories can be on stage and who can tell them and who's allowed to tell their own stories.
Shale, you want to add anything fabulous?
Where are folks coming from that we're speaking to?
Oakland, Frisco, but actually PNN TV goes all over the globe.
So saying hi to folks on the other side of the camera, and saying that this is something that everyone can do. Dance and movement is something that everyone can do, and we're so often told that we can't do it. There are certain stories that we can tell and we can't tell, and there are certain people who are allowed to tell them. And so the reason why we do what we do is to share that knowledge that we have of how we can move and what we can say, and also give the platform for folks to kind of like get out their own stories. So encouraging everyone out there to also take the opportunity to kind of figure out where your body's at and move and like breathe into spaces, and to know that it's okay to do that, and it's okay if it hurts, and it's okay if it's hard to do that, but it's okay to do that.
Beautiful. Do you want to add anything?
One of the reasons why sometimes we'll get a sense of freedom or just joy from watching us, I think it comes from the root of how we create, and that root is that we collectively choreograph, and we also really encourage each other to just, like, we never tell each other what to wear. We never tell each other this movement has to look like this. We talk about that. We allow each other to self-identify. So we're not making other boxes for ourselves. We're allowing ourselves to all know that we have something to contribute, which is why the choreography is not one person's vision. It's our collective vision on stage, and it's we just allow each other to be free and to grow and to express. And so there's not those boundaries and those barriers that get put up in a lot of institutionalized dance performance, where you're kind of told like you have to wear this, or boys have to do this, or even that there are more than two genders in dance. I think the dance world is really far behind in terms of where the queer people of color, just the queer people in this city are in terms of that movement is very distant from where the dance movement is.
Exactly. Do you guys want to strike a pose or do a slight piece here? I'm all like putting you on the spot. No. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. And looking fabulous. Wait, hold on. Let me do the